We are here at Kenny's Castaways, Manhattan, Bleecker Street. Doesn't get any better. New York Blues Hall of Fame induction ceremony. How you doing today, man?
Hanging in there.
It's a good day, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
Yeah, I'm Pete Cummings. Been up and down Bleecker Street in New York City for years. Terror Blues and all the clubs around there. Kenny's have been around. A large part of the blues scene for me has happened through Michael Hill's Blues Mom. But I played with Saron Crenshaw and Junior Mack and, you know, a bunch of cats, you know, on the scene.
You've been playing for a while, I take it?
I've been playing. My first experience with the bass guitar, or bass in general, was in high school. I was like a freshman.
Oh, yeah, baby.
16, 17, I played a little upright, and then I started playing bass. I was pretty much my first instrument was like drums and percussion. So my first band, I actually played percussion. But now I'm a bass player.
There you go. And when did you first pick up an instrument and get the feeling that maybe this is what you want to do in your life?
Pretty much from the start. I mean, I was into sports, you know, but something about music was always in the back of my mind, and you know, I always had a feeling for rhythm and grooving, and I don't know, just the groove itself and the instrument. Once I put my hands on it, I couldn't put it down.
Nice, awesome. And we're here today, inducted into the Blues Hall of Fame.
Yes,
how's that feel, man?
Feels great. Feels great. Feels great to be recognized for anything, for that matter. But it's always good to have the blues, especially since the clubs, you know, in New York City, the clubs, they stay open, they close down, but it's always good to have societies and different organizations and people that recognize a certain genre of music or what have you, that they want to keep it going for years and years, and you know, we don't get caught up in all the hoopla that goes around with record sales, blah blah. It's good to have the blue collar guys recognize blues and keep it going. Awesome.
Yeah. Just one more question for you.
Yep.
If you didn't play the blues, if you weren't a musician, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
Ooh, traveling. I don't know. That's a good question. I can't quite say what I'd be doing if I didn't do the blues. This is it for me.
That's cool. I'll cut that one out. Thanks so much, man.
Yes,
appreciate the words.
Thank you. Thanks for supporting blues.
All right, I'm here with Rob Paparozzi down at Bleecker Street, heart of Manhattan, man. How you doing today?
All right.
It's a good day, huh?
It's a beautiful day down here at Kenny's, and it's a blues induction day for many of the old timers here, and we're going to have a great time. We already started.
Nice. What's it feel like being inducted?
It feels amazing to be inducted and honored. I mean, I've been playing blues in the New Jersey, New York area since about 1969, and for me, it's a big thrill to come here and see all the people that I've run into through all the years, and I'm honored, and I thank Michael Packer for having us down and presenting this award.
It's a great event, full house in there.
Great house. It's nice, 2012, still so much support for the blues. I'm very happy.
A lot of people have their favorite genre of music, but everybody, I believe, can relate to the blues on one day or another, and that's what's beautiful about it, you know?
I've gotten discouraged over the years because I always felt for New York being such a big, you know, a highly populated area, that I always felt we didn't have a strong enough blues scene. But when I see days like today, it reassures my faith that we do. It's just a matter of gathering them all together at one time.
Excellent. And 43 years, 1969, going back even a little bit further, what's your first memory of picking up an instrument?
Was probably maybe just a few years before that, like around 66, 67, in my house growing up in New Jersey.
Yep.
And my brothers were aspiring musicians. They played guitar, and there was a harmonica sitting around on the counter, and they weren't playing it at the time, and you know, they would have broke my arms if I grabbed their guitar, but the harmonica, nobody cared. I grabbed it, and there was a magical connection, as John Sebastian would say.
Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Definitely. And was there somebody who influenced you back then?
Well, back then, I mean, I was just listening to AM radio, so I mean, I heard what the Beatles were doing with harmonica, and I said, wow, that's pretty neat, and maybe some Bob Dylan stuff. But then I realized there was another blues world going on. Right. And when I found out about that, I actually found out about the Chicago blues through the first Paul Butterfield record, and then went back and learned about all the Chicago masters like, you know, Walter and and all those guys.
Sure. Robert Johnson, Alan
Johnson, Charlie Patton. I wrote a song about Charlie Patton after that. You know, so yeah, they're all influences. But I have a lot of influences outside of the blues world too. Randy Newman, Leon Russell, Leon Thomas, Donny Hathaway, Steve Cropper. You know, but it's all related somehow. You know.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on today.
Thanks a lot, Dave.
All right, I'm here with Louie, inducted into the New York Blues Hall of Fame today. What's it feel like?
Today, I definitely have the New York blues, man. But I did wake up this morning, and I'm feeling a lot better than that right now.
All right, getting closer to gig time.
What I have to say about the blues in general is that when they say that music is the universal language, let me be more specific and say that it's blues that really unites more people than any other genre of music I've ever been a part of. Wouldn't you agree, Rob?
I would agree.
Because you can sit down with cats and you can blow some blues any hour of the day, any country in the world. I just met a Nigerian cab driver on the way over here. My man had the blues. We talked about it.
Very nice.
We're both feeling better now.
And if you're inducted, you've been playing for a little while, I'm sure.
I've been trying for a long time.
What's your first memory of ever picking up an instrument? Early childhood, teens?
I picked up my penis. No, didn't make a good sound, so I put it down.
A big instrument.
Oh, a big instrument, sorry. I had a set of drums when I was a kid. And I was really not inspired to play them until the Beatles finally came on TV, and I said, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be a musician. You saw guys playing, you saw the chicks reacting, you said, I got it.
I want to be a singer in a rock and roll band, huh?
I'm no mathematician, but I got it. I got that.
I can count on you.
I can calculate that shit.
Yes, there you go, man. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Definitely got to be an honor to be here with so many great people today.
Well, it's an honor that we have Tom Bones Malone up here. Now, I'm going to ask you to say a few words. Is that all right? Sure. Okay. But first, I want to induct Tom Bones Malone. He's the first recipient of the day. And you are formally inducted as a master blues artist into the Blues Hall of Fame. Congratulations. This cat is very deserving of this award.
Well, I want to thank the Blues Hall of Fame for this award. I'm not sure if I'm worthy of it, but I'm going to accept it anyway. And I'm going to put it on my wall.
You're worthy.
Well, I'd like to thank my grandmother who loaned me $100 out of her Social Security check to buy a trombone. I'd like to thank all my blues brothers. You know, my blues brother Duck Dunn just passed away recently. I miss him, and Alan, Mr. Fabulous Rubin. I'd like to thank my boss Paul Schaefer for putting up with me all these years. I'd like to thank my wife Sally, here with the camera, for putting up with me every day. My daughter Molly, who's in the audience.
I love it they can name your daughter Molly Malone.
Molly Malone. I am from the state of Mississippi, where the blues really came from, and I'd like to thank Sonny Boy Williamson and Howlin' Wolf and B.B. King and Robert Johnson and all the real blues people that that's why we're up in the bandstand right now playing blues. It's because of these people.
You're looking at the Honey Boy Edwards Band.
Honey Boy Edwards Band. There you go. See.
We are the Honey Boy Band. The Honey Boy. We've been to Clarksdale, and I tell you, if no one has ever been to Mississippi, go, because it is just wonderful.
I can tell you, it's a lot different than Bleecker Street. So, thank you very much.
Tom, you got one more song in you there? All right, man. Come on.
Tom Bones Malone inducted into the New York Blues Hall of Fame. What's it feel like, man?
Oh man, it's a great feeling. It's wonderful. I'm so happy.
How long have you been at it?
I'm sorry?
How long have you been at it? Playing the blues?
I've been playing professionally for 50 years.
For 50?
50 years.
Really? What's your first?
Started when I was 14.
Is that when you picked up an instrument, or is that your first
That's when I started
performance?
playing professionally, when I started doing gigs.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you remember your first?
I sure do, yeah, playing saxophone. Yeah, it was at an American Legion Hall in Collins, Mississippi. We made $11 a piece.
No kidding.
And we thought we were hot stuff. Yeah. They didn't serve booze in this place. It was a dry county. Well, it was a dry state, Mississippi at the time.
Right.
But the pickup trucks would line up at the bootlegger's house, which is about 3 blocks away from the club. And then people they'd go in the club, get a Coca-Cola, take it outside, and pour moonshine in the Coca-Cola things. And it was wild. I tell you, it was wild. Fights every night. Oh, it's a lot different than Bleecker Street, I can tell you that.
Sounds like one hell of a roadhouse.
Yeah,
man.
so that's where it started. And then it got worse. No, I've been very lucky, I gotta say.
And where do you play locally?
I play on the Dave Letterman show for 18 years now. I play all around. Played at the Blue Note with the Dizzy Gillespie All-Stars last week. I just played just all over the place. Played with the Fab Four, Will Lee's Beatles band. We play all over the place, all over the country. Play with Hanson. Play with the Blues Brotherhood. Play with Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons. Yeah, I just play with anybody.
You make your rounds,
I'm not
right?
proud.
Make your rounds.
Absolutely.
That's the way to do it,
Working man.
Congratulations on your induction.
Thank you so much.
My next artist, his name is Jack Bernice, and his band is the Living Blues Band. I just asked him a question. I said, when was the first time you played Kenny's Castaways? And he said, 20 years ago. So you're very familiar with the stage, huh? I've known Jack. Jack is a friend of mine, and he's been out here, you know, banging away the blues. And let me just explain something. This Blues Hall of Fame, if you go to WW Blues Hall of Fame, we induct different artists. We induct legendary artists, and I personally have inducted Johnny Winter a couple of weeks ago, and in January I inducted Lee Von Helm and Garth Hudson, and Commander Cody, and the Alexis Suter Band, and people are familiar with Alexis Suter. And when I played with Honey Boy Edwards, and when he passed away, I went to Chicago and did a tribute for him and inducted him and gave his certificate to his daughter and his manager at Buddy Guy's Legends in Chicago, and that was a real thrill for me. So in other words, Jim Perrini and Jack Bernice, who I'm about to induct now, are in very good company. You know, you and Johnny Winter there, Jack, you know what I mean? So, without further ado, Jack Bernice, I'd like to officially recognize you and induct you as a great blues artist from New York into the Blues Hall. Congratulations. Thank you, Michael.
All right, we got 2 songs we want to do. Say something. Okay. I started my first blues band. I was 16 years old. It was called the South Main Street Blues Band. Didn't know nothing about life lessons that they had to teach. I did have a Muddy Waters record and a Jimmy Reed record. And that's all I needed to get going. I want to thank Michael Packer for recognizing me.
I'm sorry.
Hello, everybody. Everybody's doing okay with the great music for the Blues Hall of Fame? Yeah. I'm up here because David is a very good friend of mine, has helped me a lot, has been very supportive, wrote songs. He's a great writer and singer and artist and anything else that you want to put there. And wrote a beautiful song for Eric T. Knox that passed away in January, which was really great. And I want to just have the honor of giving him his certificate to the Blues Hall of Fame. Thank you so much.
Hold it up, Jim. Look at me.
Robin Bacotti, Michael Stokes from FGU.
Actually, yes, I'm with WFDU. I'm the music director of WFDU, and the reason I say that is not because I want to brag. What I want you to know is that never would have happened except for this man here.
All right.
Yeah. He made the introductions that made that happen, and it all comes full circle because I introduced him to Robin. Yeah. A great man. I love him.
Thank you, David, for all of yours.
And Dave's manager is Sandy Rose, who has a history with Kenny's Castaway.
I just want to say it's a great day for everybody here, and congratulations to all. But for me, it's a very, very even more special day because I am so proud and honored to be able to say that I call this white light spirit and most amazing and one of the most brilliant guitarists, songwriters, and singers ever to walk this planet, Mr. Dave Field. Thank you.
Gee, I can't beat that. That's too damn good. Hey, Dave Fields, are you going to say something for us?
I'm verklempt. I'm so honored to have this. And Michael, thank you so much. Blues Hall of Fame.
Thanks for the music, brother.
Thank you.
I'm here with John Paris.
Legend on my own time.
It is a
back at Kenny's Castaways. This is where we started.
Beautiful day down
here.
here.
Goes around, comes around. I'm honored. This is really an honor to be amongst the Willies, and the Rob Paparozzis, and the Bernard Purdy's, and the John Hammonds, and the Hiram Bullock.
Excellent. Have you played with them?
Richie Havens. This is really great company. I'm truly honored.
Have you played with a lot of guys being inducted today?
I grew up with all these. We all went to different schools together.
What's your first memory of picking up an instrument?
I started on drums in 1963, before the British invasion. I was playing Chuck Berry and Elvis and Little Richard and Bobby Bland and Freddie King, growing up in the Midwest. And then the Beatles hit, and everybody went nuts.
Absolutely. How about some of your influences from, you know?
Well, early on, Freddie King, Chuck Berry, big influence. Later on, Les Paul, Johnny Winter I worked with, he was a big influence. Bo Diddley I worked with, he was a huge influence.
It's almost like
just anybody ever picked up a guitar. You listen to Django Reinhardt, Charlie Christian, it's endless.
There is a place where...
And where
all the Kings, B.B. King, Freddie King, Albert King. You know.
Nice. And where do you go from here?
We go to Kenny's Castaways, try and play some blues.
There you go. There you go. Upcoming gig soon?
We play every Monday night at B.B. King's on 42nd Street. We do kind of an all-star jam there. Rob's been down. So check it out. Check out the website, John Paris, JONPARIS. It's great to see people are still supporting live music in spite of the internet and MP3s and YouTube. Still, it's great to see live music.
Well, I watch a lot of YouTube videos myself, but there's nothing like getting out and seeing a live show.
That's another area.
Hey, I saw Hendrix. You know,
if you have a Beatles
changed my life.
Manhattan, we are, man.
We're in Manhattan, Dave.
Doesn't get any better than this, huh?
Manhattan, the best city in the world, baby.
For sure, especially for great live music.
Absolutely.
Today, Blues Induction, Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
Incredible lineup of talent playing here today.
Great turnout. Both fans and artists are making this a really special day.
You're getting inducted today. What's it feel like to go through a career of being a musician and then to make it to this point?
It's an honor, you know. We've become sort of a house band for the Blues Hall of Fame to an extent. I mean, not in every city, but we've been doing them a lot now in the New York, New Jersey, Philly. I think we have some going on in Virginia, Long Island. So it's good because we've been doing a little bit more traveling than normal because of the Hall of Fame, and all the recipients are always very excited, and so that just makes every day that we do this like even more special because the people that are being honored they're just digging it a lot, you know. So it's great.
Fantastic. Nothing like a great live concert, man.
Can't beat live music, you know.
That's for sure.
Kill a DJ today.
Yeah, all right. And I'm gonna stir the memory here. You've been playing a while. Obviously, no one gets inducted who just picked up their favorite instrument. What's your earliest memory, being a child, early teen, teenager, of actually picking up an instrument and saying, this might be something I want to do in my life?
Well, I started on piano, and my piano teacher was an old woman and only wanted me to learn the different books and this and that. And I went and I bought an Alice Cooper $Billion Babies piano book for that album. And she took one look at it and basically said, in a few years. And so that kind of turned me off to the piano. So really, in my early days, I was into the piano a lot. You know, Emerson, Lake and Palmer and that kind of stuff. But then from Emerson, Lake and Palmer, all of a sudden, Carl Palmer started to beat out Keith Emerson, and so the drums became my thing. And you know, so I'm a rock and roll guy that morphed into the blues, and I've had the honor of hanging out with the real legends and getting to play with Honey Boy, which is, you know, the pinnacle of my career, you know, to date.
When was that?
With Honey Boy, we played the last couple of years of his life. You know, we played his last concert, which was in Clarksdale, Mississippi, on April 16th of 2010, I guess it was. And that was the last time we performed, and for us to be playing, you know, as the Michael Packer Blues Band, excuse me, to be playing in Clarksdale with Honey Boy Edwards, who, you know, ran with Robert Johnson, and to be able to hang out with Honey Boy and hear his stories firsthand while we were on the road, and you know, just amazing stuff. Just the guy I love.
I'm not a musician myself, but a fan of great live music, and let me tell you, that story right there is putting goosebumps up and down my spine.
I got them, and I'm going to cry in a minute. I may have to knock the camera away. But anyway, today's a great day. Dave, we appreciate you being here and chronicling this for us, and we're looking forward to seeing the results.
All right, well, that's what I love to do, man. You know that. All right, here with Arnie Goodman, inducted into the New York chapter of the Blues Hall of Fame. What's it like?
Well, you know, anytime you get something like that, you're happy that people recognize you. That's all I can say. That's what everybody is looking for, recognition.
Absolutely. And you've certainly been recognized from the bands that you've worked with, managed, played with over the years.
Well, I'm not a musician, but I've been lucky enough to be able to come in contact with, you know, some of the best blues players on earth. You know, I think I've probably worked with almost everybody that I've been a big fan of through the years.
That's got to be, you know,
well, that's what the whole thing's about. I mean, it's coming like when I was talking about when I accepted the award. The first guy I mentioned was Lonesome Dave, who started out in Savoy Brown and later in Foghat. But the thing about Dave, our connection was he was a record collector, as I was. Right. And my first introduction to Lonesome Dave was in a record store called Gramophone Records many years ago, in 1968 to be exact. And that was the connection, the love of music with all those guys.
And you never know where it's going to go from there, right?
Well, you want to know something? The thing about it is, I've spent my whole life discovering guys that I should have known about 30 years ago.
Nice, yeah. I know what you mean. Same thing with me. I'm starting to interview musicians, and I've been big fans of them, and now starting to interview them. Sort of similar to what you did. Well, at first you're a fan, then you start to work with them.
Well, you got to realize you have to have the knowledge of the music. And once you have the knowledge of the music, you know who to like or not like, and that's really what it's about. It's like Mick Taylor was at the Iridium for a week last week. And to see Mick, and I've known Mick for a long time, but people say, I mean, I've seen the music, but it's as much spending time with Mick as seeing the music.
Excellent.
And that's always been the beauty of it.
Gotta love it. The music industry is pretty amazing. It's got its ups, its downs, and it's all around.
Well, it's about the love of music.
Congratulations today.
Thank you, and thanks for your support of all the music. That's all I can say.
Ed Jackson, and I've had the pleasure of seeing you. Today's the third time I've seen you live.
Okay, yes.
Phenomenal, man. Love how you get out, dance with the crowd.
Well, hey, you know, got to bring them into it and so forth, because they're a very important product in helping the music stay alive.
No doubt about it. Well, what's it feel like after performing for so many years to get the recognition of you know, being included with so many great blues musicians?
It's obviously it's a great feeling and so forth. One, in a sense, never thinks that, oh, I'm going to get there or be where they are, because, you know, you're always having fun and you enjoy coming to see them play. But you don't quite think that you're it also.
Right, there you go. Now you're included.
Now I'm included.
Absolutely. And I'm sure you've had many great concert experiences over your life.
Oh, yes.
Can you think back to one that might have influenced on what you do on stage today?
Not one. There's probably several or many thereof. It's about the things that they do on stage. Why the rest of us come around to listen and to watch, because it's the energy that they give off, their performance that they're giving, what they do to pull you in to make it all happen. You know, no, it's not just one. It's a combination of them.
Well, that's even better. You know, you learn from several, incorporate it into your act, and you know that's why you're here today. When did you start?
I don't remember. You mean there was a beginning to all of this? No, I would say probably, you know, for those who talk about, I guess, performance itself, you know, when you pick up your instruments and you start to settle in on what you're playing, singing, you know, coming through school, singing and so forth. So in all truth, you really do start really very early. You know, you yourself, man, yeah, you know, mom said I should do this, you know, dad said, get out there, kid, you know, stuff like that, you know, but that's actually when you begin. You know, though more folks may say that, well, I went to Juilliard, and I think it felt good. So I stayed and I kept on. You know, things like that. That's also, it's just not a start, but it's part of getting you from there to where you are now. You know, so that I would say that you really start very, very early. Not when you're thinking of it, but that's when it starts. Right?
Well, congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. And thank all the rest.
Here with Professor Louie from Professor Louie and the Chromatics.
Yep, thank you so much.
Thank you for being here today, doing what you do, continuing to provide your fans with great live music.
That's what we do, and you know, it's a real honor today to play with all the musicians that are here. And you know, Gary U.S. Bonds especially, because so many years and years of being on the road and playing, and having him here is a tremendous honor for all of us at this stage of the game.
I remember him opening for Eric Clapton in 1982 at SPAC in Saratoga.
And that was 20 years after it hit, so you know, and we're 30 years after that, so that's great, right?
What
Yeah, so to have people like that here and to be part of that is really well worth it for us.
Excellent. And you know, I'm asking everybody, what started you in the music industry? Was it a certain concert you went to? Was it just seeing something on television?
I'd say I could speak for most. I mean, I can't speak for the women of that, but for guys, mostly, you know, there's girls, and that was a big part of it. You know, it was an easy way to meet girls and guys and people and be social, interactive. And of course, there was some song or some music that may have really knocked it. Yeah, like with me, it was Elmore James. When I first started hearing his hits on the radio, I really had to find out what was going on, because it sounded like people were having an awfully good time. And that's where we wanted. That's where I wanted to be. You know?
Absolutely,
so
man.
that's one of the main reasons I started playing, is hearing people like that.
Yeah.
And thinking that people are having a great time, and that's what we should be doing.
Awesome,
doing
man.
Positive things and having a good time.
Absolutely. Yes. And what's the first time you ever played live in front of people?
Well, the first time I think I might have ever really played live was within the school system, you know, junior high school. Maybe I played piano behind the choir or chorus, and that's when I started getting the idea that this is a good thing to be doing.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations
Thanks
being
so much
inducted today.
Thanks so much, Dave. Appreciate that. And all the Chromatics are being inducted. And, you know, it's one thing they induct me, which is nice, but the Chromatics really deserve it. The players, Gary Berg, Frank Campbell, Miss Marie, Josh Kahlo, for being out here on the road all the time and doing the right thing.
That's what it takes, dedication and commitment.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, and so it's great to have them here with us today, and we're really looking forward to playing.
Hey, I am here with Miss Marie, inducted into the New York Blues Hall of Fame.
Oh, wait a second, while you're here, I want to do this shit too, Marie.
Just saw the wait. absolutely incredible.
Great.
As well as when you joined Sonny Rock on stage earlier with Professor Louie.
Gary U.S. Bonds.
Gary U.S. Bonds and you.
And John Hammond today was fabulous.
John Hammond showed up for a minute. It was good.
Blues musicians here today. And this is the International Blues Hall of Fame, and this is the New York chapter. They have different chapters, different states. Yay! Professor Louie and the Chromatics all got inducted today into.
That was a great show, Marie. There you go.
So thank you.
Pretty amazing in one day playing with so many great people on stage,
Absolutely
isn't it?
fabulous. You couldn't have a better concert down here in Greenwich Village where it all started, a lot of it. And I'm really very, very appreciative. It was really fun. Thank you so much.
So who knows Sonny Rock here? Sonny rocks! Oh! Hey Sonny, are you in the right place? This is a blues place. What are you going to change? I got to go change this to Sonny Blues, huh? Well, Sonny Rock, he's, when did I meet you? Or how did I meet you is the question.
It was Folsom in '67. With Joni and Rob, right there.
That's right, Rockstar. There we are, Joni and Rob from Rockstar. Give it up for Joni and Rob. But anyway, Sonny Rock, he does a great thing. He has a a radio show where he plays all sorts of music, and he does a great thing for independent artists. I mean, if you have a CD, if there's an artist out there, get Sonny Rock's card today because he'll play on the radio on Tuesday. Right? That's right. No questions asked. Where's the girl that was learning to play bass up there? You got to make a CD and send it to Sonny Rock, all right? And you'll be on the radio by Tuesday. But he does a great thing for people. He does travel around with a cat named Taz Crew. And he's been to Memphis. He was a judge at the IBCs in Memphis. And you've been to Clarksdale. He's been everywhere. Sonny Rock, I would like to officially recognize and induct you as a great blues artist from New York into the Blues Hall of Fame. Give it up for Sonny Rock. We want to hear you play some drums there.
I'd just like to say that Michael Packer, thank you very much, man. I've been indicted a couple times, but never inducted. Thank you.
Sonny Rock.
It is. Dave. Front row Dave. He's in the house.
Blues Hall of Fame.
Crazy,
induction
right?
ceremony.
Unbelievable.
Manhattan.
Out of control. Right here on Bleecker Street, Kenny's Castaways.
I just saw your set with Professor Louie, Michael Packer, you on drums, Miss Marie singing.
Yes, Miss Marie.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Are they
man.
awesome? They're awesome, right?
Brought me to the next level.
Very cool.
Truly did. So, gonna start back in the beginning of time.
Beginning of time.
First instrument. How old were you when you remember picking up an instrument?
5 or 6.
5 or 6, really? What was it?
Drums, but I didn't get really into playing drums until I was 11, 13, somewhere in there.
Who have you played with over the years? I'm sure you've got an extensive list, but how about, some of the ones that you remember the most playing with?
I played with that rock band, The Cult, for a while. I played with Brian Adams, with Candy Kane, Blues Hall of Famer. Played with her early on. Red Tyler's a great one here in New York. Played the House of Blues in Hollywood as a house drummer for years. Played motion pictures, TV shows. Toured the world pretty much with different bands.
Beautiful.
And not one's better than the other. They're all good, man.
I'm sure.
It's all fun.
And you told me you met Jason Bonham. I'm, of course, the big Led Zeppelin fan.
Met Jason. He had a jam on Sunset Boulevard at the Lingerie. It was called Bonham's All Stars. And it was on. It was out of control, man.
Awesome.
And that was in the 90s. And he's a monster drummer, man. Monster. Right?
You're here today. You're inducted into the Blues Hall of Fame. That is certainly an honor.
Unless it's a big mistake, I want to recount.
There you go. Where do you go from here? What's after this?
Just keep gigging, man. Gigging and recording. I got a bunch of Taz Crew stuff coming up. I've got Smoking Aces stuff, country band Whiskey Cross, rock band The Connection, house band in Albany, house band in Hunter Mountain. So we stay busy.
Excellent, as well as your own radio talk show.
And I host a radio talk show.
Phenomenal.
Well, a music show. I do a lot of talking, but it's a good music show.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations on this day.
Great job.
Now, I had the honor of interviewing Michael Packer of the Michael Packer Blues Band. As master of ceremonies, you know, it's got to be an honor to be able to welcome all these guys in.
It's an honor because everyone, you know, just loves the whole idea, and hey, we got to keep going, you know.
Are you basically the creator of the New York Blues Hall of Fame?
No, I'm not the creator.
Okay.
I'm like ambassador, and I'm putting on events, you know, to keep the blues alive, you know, to induct blues artists that are deserving of this award, legendary mastery artists, and local blues artists.
Well, you've got quite an amazing lineup of talent in there today.
Tonight was John Hammond coming, and Will Lee from the Letterman Show, and Gary U.S. Bonds is not yet to go on, but he's going on.
All right.
It's pretty cool.
And definitely enjoyed your set. Sonny Rock.
Sonny Rock did great, man. That was killer.
Well, Sonny, you're in the Hall of Fame, so I got some drums. Sonny Rock.
Your own Ed Jackson on bongos. Miss Berry. Professor Louie on keyboards. absolutely unbelievable. For me, out of all the ones I saw, they were all phenomenal, but that one took me to the next level. Truly did.
I like that. That's nice, man. I like that.
You know, that's what live events are about, man. Getting to that higher place. That's for sure. So, what do you have planned after this? Another blues event?
June 10th in Long Island. We're gonna go induct Long Island blues artists.
Strong.
And there's Howie Haber, Long Island, the Long Island Blues Society.
Yes.
So where is it? What town is it in?
It's at the Hub. It's at the Hub in Allen Park. It's going to be, I think, 8 or 10 people inducted.
Beautiful.
And it's going to be a major day of music. You got to check it out.
I'm inducting Howie Haber.
I was just going to ask, is it?
And my friend Lou. My partner in crime.
Yes, sir. So is it secret information who's going in, or is it already public?
No, but I can't remember. Yeah,
I remember.
Us two guys.
It's us two.
Donnie Salenza.
And Betty. Sweet Susie. Walter. Johanna.
Sandy Rose.
Yeah.
Sandy Rose. Manager to the Stars.
This is Sandy Rose.
All right. Hello there, Sandy.
Dave Fields' manager.
Your time is coming soon.
I'm Dave Fields' manager.
There you go. All right. Awesome. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a great event.
Oh,
June 10th coming up soon.
June 10th, man. It's going to be rocking.
You don't forget our friend Killer Joe.
Killer Joe.
He's the other guy.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate your time today.